Hello students, for today's slide review, we will review the slides of organs under endocrine system. So together with your handouts from the lecture part, you have to take note of the following. So aralin natin yung type of cells, hormones involved per organ, and the function per hormone. So babalikan nyo dapat yung handouts nyo from the lecture part. For this handout, we will only cover the following organs. So first, pituitary gland divided into two, anterior and posterior pituitary gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, and adrenal gland, and lastly, your pancreas. So babalikan natin ulit, si pancreas. Before we proceed to the microscopic slides, papatanda ko itong table na to. So, in-arrange ko or inorganize ko tong table na to into organs and yung nire-release nila or pinoproduce nilang mga hormones. Okay, sa hypothalamus, it produces the releasing hormones. Okay? And also, your oxytocin and vasopressin. Vasopressin is also known as your ADH or antidiuretic hormone. Si anterior pituitary gland, siya ang bahala kila growth hormone, prolactin, FSH or your follicle stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone, ACTH is adrenocorticotropic hormone, TSH is thyroid stimulating hormone. Take note natin sa posterior pituitary gland, walang pinoproduce na hormones. Okay, let's continue with the thyroid gland. It produces your T3 and T4, triiodothyronine. T4 is tetraiodothyronine. And wag din nakakalimutan si calcitonin. Sa parathyroid gland naman, easy lang, parathyroid hormone. Sa pancreas, involved dyan sila insulin, somatostatin, and glucagon. Adrenal gland naman, we divide this gland into two regions, cortex and medulla. Sa cortex, dito na-produce sila aldosterone, cortisol, and your sex hormone DHEA, dihydroepiandrosterone. Sa adrenal medulla, dito bahala sila catecholamines. Ano ba yung mga catecholamines natin? Ito yung mga yan, epinephrine and norepinephrine. Let's start our microscopic slide review. So, umpisahan natin si pituitary gland. In this view, sa scanner view natin, makikita natin yung differences between the characteristic of your anterior pituitary gland and your posterior pituitary gland. So, dalawa silang lobe, Kaya, under microscope, mukha siyang scrotum, And, so, in this slide din, papakita lang natin yung parts of the pituitary gland. So, the parts are as follows. Sa anterior pituitary gland, makikita natin si pars distalis, siya yung main lobe of the anterior pituitary gland. Kasama din dyan si pars intermedia, which serves as a connection between your posterior and your anterior pituitary gland. Your pars tuberalis, na katabi ng ating infundibulum. Okay? And yung infundibulum is the connection between your pituitary gland and your hypothalamus. Okay, sa bandang likod naman, si posterior pituitary gland, the main lobe is consists of your pars nervosa. So, ano nga ba ulit ang mga pinoproduce na hormones ng anterior pituitary gland? So, again, growth hormone, prolactin, FSH, LH, ACTH, and TSH. Okay, another view of the pituitary gland, mukha ulit siyang scrotum due to its appearance of the two lobes. Okay, so yung appearance of these two lobes can be differentiated because of their staining ability. Mas darker staining si anterior pituitary gland as compared to your posterior pituitary gland. So another important thing is to note is the other names. No? Anterior pituitary gland is also known as your adenohypophysis. Posterior pituitary gland is also known as your neurohypophysis. So ito yung legend of this picture. No? Yung PA is pars anterior or mas applicable dito is pars distalis. No? Mas maraming books na ang term is pars distalis. So part ito ng anterior pituitary gland. Si pars intermedia, no? Technically part pa rin siya ng part pa rin siya ng anterior pituitary gland. Pars tuberalis, no? Nakikita dun sa infundibular stem, no? Which is a connection between your hypothalamus and your pituitary gland. Then pars nervosa, yung main lobe of your posterior pituitary gland. So focus tayo sa anterior pituitary gland and the main lobe is the pars distalis, okay? So in this part of the anterior pituitary gland, mas makikita nyo na yung mga cells, no? Dito sa view na to, okay? So ang mga cells ng anterior pituitary gland is classified on their ability to take up stain, okay? So unahin natin yung mga kulay blue na arrow. These are your basophils. Basophils are characterized by their basophilic cytoplasm. Ano yung ibig sabihin nun? Medyo bluish tinge to violet in color. Bluish to violet in color. Okay? Sa acidophils naman, yung kulay orange nating mga arrow, they are considered as acidophils. No? And ang range ng color nila is from red to orange. And lastly, your chromophobe. Mamaya papakita ko sa inyo yung mga chromophobes na yan. No? Chromophobe, no, from the name itself, phobia to color, ibig sabihin, it does not take up stain. Kaya under microscope, wala silang mga kulay. So again, another picture, no, depicting the ability to take up stain of these cells. So another important to take note is that these cells also differentiate on their ability to produce hormones. Okay, unahin natin si acidophil. Acidophils can only produce growth hormone or prolactin. Basophil produces TSH, ECTH, FSH, and LH. And lastly, chromophobe. Exception natin yan, no? Wala na siyang ma-take up na color, wala pa siyang pinoproduce na hormones. So next few slides natin, didiscuss naman natin si posterior pituitary gland. Posterior pituitary gland has a defining characteristic. So ano itong defining characteristic na to? It is the presence of your herring bodies. So take note of the spelling, ha? Double R tayo dyan. So these herring bodies are not cells, okay? These are just bags or vesicles. Ano ngayon ang kanilang role kung sila ay bag? No? They store a specific hormone called your ADH or vasopressin and oxytocin. So alalahanin natin, no? These are not cells, so wala kayong makikitang nucleus and wala kayong ma-appreciate na cytoplasm. So balikan lang natin, no? Posterior pituitary gland produces no hormones. So saan nanggaling si oxytocin and ADH na makikita sa loob ng herring bodies? Galing sila sa hypothalamus. So take note, hypothalamus produces these hormones. Posterior pituitary gland only acts as a storage for these hormones. So again, no, it takes a great clinical or observant eye to find this specific characteristics, yung herring bodies. Okay? So wag kayong mag-alala, no, ipo-point out naman natin yan during the practical examination. So again, no, take note of the follow-up questions. So next organ naman natin is colored pink under microscope, no? And this is your thyroid gland. Thyroid gland, no, kaya siya pink is due to the presence of the colloid material. So colloid material, no, very acidophilic yan. So very pinkish under microscope sila. So sometimes, no, very sila nasa orange hue naman. So kasi sa acidophilic property ng colloid. Yung colloid itong nasa gitna, no? And again, no, review natin ano yung mga hormones na produce ng thyroid gland natin, no? We have T3, T4, and huwag kakalimutan si calcitonin. So, aralin naman natin lahat ng parts or components of your thyroid gland. Unahin natin si star. Ano yung nasa gitna ulit ng mga follicles na to? These are colloid material or colloid. Tapos, doon naman tayo sa kulay red na arrow. Itong buong ito is what you call your follicle. Okay? Doon naman sa mga cells surrounding the follicle, no, yung naka-inbox sa yellow box na to, no, these are your follicular cells. And meron kang makikitang mga cells in between the two follicle or groups of follicle, yung nasa gitna. These are called your parafollicular cells. Okay, subukan natin i-identify itong mga to, no? Number 1, anong tawag daw sa buong ito? This is a follicle. Number 2, anong tawag doon sa gitnang portion ng follicle? This is colloid. Number 3 naman, nakapoint siya doon sa gilid ng follicle. So, these are your follicular cells. Number 4, no, in between groups of follicle, may mga cells tayo dyan. And this is called your parafollicular cell. Okay, important to take note, no, the differences between your follicular cells and parafollicular cells. Follicular cell produces your T3 and T4. Parafollicular cell naman produces your calcitonin. Kaya in other books, no, para hindi rin malito, no, yung mga tao, tinatawag din na C cell yung mga parafollicular cells kasi C stands for calcitonin. And sila yung may ability to produce your hormone calcitonin, yung mga parafollicular cells. Okay, next organ naman has this obvious characteristic. So, ano tong mga nakikita nyong mga puti-puti na yan? These are fats. And again, no, fats can resist stain. Kaya wala silang kulay under microscope. So, ano yung organ na puro taba na ito, no? So, this is a parathyroid gland. Okay? And it releases your parathyroid hormone. So, ano yung mga cells found in this organ? So, we have Chief cells and oxyphil cells. Okay? Hindi ko na papatanda sa inyo yung identification of these cells kasi it requires a really great eye to differentiate these two. So, bonus na lang to, no? Hindi ko na ipapa-identify sa inyo anong specific cell sila. Pero, no, ang important na kailangan nyo take note, alin sa dalawang ito yung may ability to produce parathyroid hormone. So, ang may ability to produce PTH is your chief cell. No? Oxyphil cell, hanggang ngayon, no, medyo nasa theoretical level pa lang yung mga alam pa natin sa oxyphil cell. So, ang pinapropose nila, no, baka these are just supporting cell for the organ. So, ang may ability to produce hormone, chief cells lang. So, again, no, this is a parathyroid gland, not only endocrine gland which contains a lot of adipocytes. Okay? Yan yung mga non-staining cells na yan. Tapos, we have two types of cell, no? Chief cells and your oxyphil cells. Chief cells, yung may ability to produce PTH. Okay, next organ naman natin is the adrenal gland. Ang ipapatanda ko sa inyo sa adrenal gland is the layers of this gland, no? From outermost going innermost. So, outermost is the capsule, no? Siya yung nagko-cover, it serves as a plastic cover for the organ. Number 2, no? 2, 3, 4 is actually adrenal cortex. Itong buong region na to. And it is divided into 3 zones. The outermost layer of your adrenal cortex is zona glomerulosa. Middle layer is zona fasciculata. And the innermost layer of the adrenal cortex is zona reticulata. No? Meron din tayong term, ibang books, no? Pwedeng reticulosa, yung mga yan. So, pwede yung mga yan. And the innermost region of your adrenal gland is the medulla. So, para hindi kayo malito kung alin yung outside and inside layer, ang cortex is outside, medulla is inside. So, meron tayong mnemonics na COMI, no? Cortex outside, medulla inside. So, closer view of the adrenal cortex, no? Again, no, yung outermost is the capsule, and then adrenal cortex na. Adrenal cortex, outermost zone is the zona glomerulosa. Siya ang bahala mag-produce ni aldosterone. Okay? And then, the middle layer, which is yung pinakamakapal na layer ng cortex, is the zona reticulata. And this zone is produces your cortisol or the glucocorticoids. Last layer or the innermost layer is the zona reticulata or reticulosa or reticularis. So, pare-parehas lang yung mga yon, no? Ito naman, bahala dito. Para hindi kayo malito, no? Let's review. They produce your androgens or sex hormones. And the specific hormone is what you call your DHEA or dihydroepiandrosterone. Okay, so para hindi kayo malito which is which, alin yung dapat na pinoproduce na hormone. So from going outside to inside, no, to innermost, tatandaan nyo is patamis ng patamis. So, tingnan nyo, aldosterone, siya ang bahala sa salt balance. Sa zona fasciculata, siya ang bahalang magtaas ng sugar. Kaya ang term is glucocorticoid, glucose, no? Glucose loving yan. So, tataas dapat si sugar. And yung pinakamatamis, si zona reticularis, siya ang bahala sa sex hormone. So, tandaan natin from outermost going innermost, patamis ng patamis. Okay, last organ naman tayo. Balikan natin si pancreas. Si pancreas may dalawang function, right? Para siya sa digestive system, para din siya sa endocrine system. Sa digestive system, ang bahala dun sa structure na yon is the acinar glands or the exocrine part of the pancreas. Ang sa endocrine naman is yung islets of Langerhans. Okay? These Langerhans islets or pancreatic islets is considered as the endocrine part of the pancreas. Okay? Bakit tinawag na islets? So, mukha silang mga islands, no? These are islands of cells in a sea of glands. So, islands of cells. So, ibig sabihin maraming types of cells dito sa mga islands na to. We have 3 types. We have alpha cell, beta cell, and delta cell. So, for this handout, hindi ko na ipapamemorize sa inyo, no, to identify this specific cell. Pero ang tatandaan natin, anong mga hormones yung kayang i-produce ng bawat isa. So, tandaan nyo yung mnemonics na GABIDS, no? G, no, glucagon is secreted by your alpha cell. Beta cell secretes your insulin. Delta cell secretes your somatostatin, no? So, ito yung mnemonics natin para hindi tayo malito. So, laging babalikan itong table na to. Okay? And, for your task, no, kailangan nyo aralin yung basic function of each hormones kasi baka maging part yan ng follow-up question na gagamitin natin para sa practicals. So that is the last slide for this topic. If you have any questions, you may message me via Canvas. Thank you.